Again, so this is the pilot episode of my channel, Timmy's Little Bubble. Um I do I have a description of what I'm gonna be doing here? Absolutely not. I'm just gonna be talking because I love to yap, or I love to yap when I have something to talk about, you know? But I don't. Today we're just gonna be yapping as I usually do on a regular. I talk to myself a lot, so I'm like, might as well just turn on the camera and talk to the camera, you know? But um, but today I'm gonna be talking about a video I saw on Instagram, which honestly, that's where I'm gonna be starting really, because that's just been on my mind. And I really agree with everything she said in the video. I will link that video in the description so whoever is watching this can go find the video and watch and listen to everything she said, because I think she really articulated her words in a way that you don't need to be a degree holder to understand everything she fucking said, you know? She literally said her words, like, again, articulated her words. But in short, she was talking about the male crisis or male loneliness epidemic. I don't think that's real. I don't think it's a crisis. I don't even think, and I agree with what she was saying, I don't think it's a crisis because, like, first of all, like, what crisis on what? Like, a lot of, society as we know it is changing. And for me, I think it's changing for the better. Like, women get to do whatever they want to do and they are not tied down to a man whatsoever. And I think that is such a beautiful thing. Um, you know, like, they get to do whatever they want to do and they can work wherever they want to work, live wherever they want to work, live rather, and be with whoever they want to be with. But like this manosphere or whatever it is, I know about the manosphere, but I don't really know about it because I just don't subscribe to such ideologies because it's like stupid, you know? But it's just like, why? Like, why? Like, I think, and one thing she did say in her video is that men are trying to, what's the word I'm looking for? It's on the top of my mind, but like, I, adjusting to the fact that the society we're living is no longer set with those patriarchal standards that have men on top of everything. Those, like, the patriarchy is cracking and slowly breaking away, and I am so happy for that because, like, the three of them, actually, patriarchy, colonialism, and capitalism, those three are like all problems, not most problems, if not all problems in the world stem from those three. Those three, having them in the world, and it's like, yeah. I say down with the patriarchy, and the matriarchy is where we need to be because clearly the patriarchy hasn't fucking worked. We've been living in it and it's fucking shitty. And a lot of, I see a lot of people out there, they're like, oh, misandry, like, women just hate men for no reason, like, we can't get they just no, like, guys, you hate women because you are, well, there's many reasons as to why they hate women, but from the men I have had the unfortunate experience of, being friends with, not being friends, but like interacting with, rather, a lot of them hate women because they're just insecure about themselves in some sense, because look at the, like, all the women in my life are talented, beautiful women, and they're fucking smart, they're fucking smart and they're doing their shit. I have a lot of my friends, they're doing their shit in their respective degrees. I have friends in law, I have friends who are engineers, I have friends who are doctors, I have friends who've graduated, and it's like your insecurity that the position that had been set for you with the patriarchal systems are no longer there because women get to do whatever the fuck they want to do. And the truth about it is that a lot of women are just smarter than men, and that's facts. Like, that's not something that it's just facts. Like, look at, even in high school, the smartest people in high school were all women. Like, are sorry, I heard a noise from outside my door. But it's like, all the smartest people I know, a lot of the smartest people I know, a lot of them are women, you know? And it's like, it this why are we competing, you know, why are we trying to compete and show you're somewhat better than women, like this is just. And I'm talking like this or saying these things because I'm relating back to the people I've had the unfortunate experience of interacting with now, and these are the things that like they were doing, and I'm like nitpicking at the things they were doing, and I'm like, guys, why do we feel a need to pull this person down? Why do we feel a need to pull this woman down because she's doing better than you in some sense, you know? Like, why are you basing your value based off the value or based off the things that somebody else is doing? If you feel like they are doing better than you, then maybe you should put in a little bit more effort to stand there. I'm not saying be better than them, but if you feel like you're not doing enough, then why are you putting that? Why are you putting your self, no, lack of self-worth onto someone else and then making them feel like shit, you know? Like, I'll give, like, it just doesn't make any sense, you know? It just really doesn't make any sense. And I just like I've never really understood the concept of hating on women, you know? Like it's just it's I won't say it's so foreign to me because growing up with a single mother and I was just surrounded by women and I saw the struggles that they had to go through in life, like, you know, the things that they had to fight for. And it's like that shouldn't be the case. Like these women are talented. Let them go in there and do the shit because they will do it and they will do it good, you know? Like that's just the truth. Like nature itself is very matriarchal. Like, why are we defying the natural order of things? Let society be matriarchal. And that's what I think. Like, because the women just do it better. Like, they think about things that none of these men will be able to think about. And it's like, some people just go about their day like, as someone who loves history, it's so sad to see that a big chunk of our history is missing, and that is women's history. Give me a second. And that is, you know, and that is women's history. Like there's so little knowledge we know about what the women of history like before us did. All we know is about men, and they were sometimes not even doing the best thing. And even some of these men that we are studying today, a lot of them are where they are because because they stole from a woman or a woman helped them and they never gave her credit. And that's just the truth, you know. And it's sad, and then it also just angers me because like there's so much we missing from our history, but nobody, no, I won't say nobody, but like a lot of guys specifically don't seem to give a fuck because it doesn't bother them. And it's like, growing up, I just genuinely just looked at it and I was like, why are we being mean to women? Why are we being shitty to the, like, why are we being shitty to the girls? Like, they haven't done anything to you. Quite frankly, they're all really nice if you actually genuinely get to know them and don't use, try, like, if the first thing you're thinking about is trying to get into their bands. No. No, actually try and get to know them for human beings because at the end of the day, they're human beings, which also brings me to another thing. I remember I said patriarchy, colonialism, and capitalism. Those are the three main issues in the world. Like all things stem from that. I feel like I also don't have enough knowledge on everything. This is just where I am right now with the limited knowledge that I have. And I feel like the more that I read as I am doing, I will be, you know, I will be educating myself a little bit more. And like I'm open for you know, criticism because I feel like that's how we move forward, is being able to critically think and criticize each other. But I digress. I was gonna say it doesn't make any sense, you know. I was gonna talk about like it doesn't make any sense as to like the concept of having a superior race, you know. At the end of the fucking day, we're all human beings, we're all the same species. Like it doesn't make any sense. Like of course they're gonna be like, we all grow we're born in different parts of this world with different climates, so we are bound to look differently because we adapted to the climate we were in. Like, it doesn't make any sense. It's basic biology. That's why I never really understand white supremacists, because like I feel like you're just stupid. Like I feel like you're just stupid. Like, take plants for example. I have a lot of plants, and I will show you. Like, this is like one of my plants. This is an alocasia. Yeah, this is an alocasia zebrana, I believe. But you can tell like why, because it has like the patterns of a zebra looking. Yeah, this is an alocasia. This is one variation of an alocasia. Give me another second. Let me get my other one. It's over there. And this is another. Oh, this is another alocasia. You see how same plant, different variations. Different variations of the plant. I have another one, but it's not um bloomed, or rather it doesn't have a leaf right now, but this is also, it's right here. I cut it off in the winter because it shriveled up from cold shock. I'm waiting for it to wake up. It's waiting for spring. Wake up, little guy. But they are the same plant. Alocasias, my favorite plant, but they're all alocasias. This one, when it's a leaf, it's similar to this one, but it's velvety. It's like a darker green and a lot more velvety. Like, it's like a green like this, similar to this, but a little bit darker. And it's velvety, and it's like these are the same plants. So why does that logic? We know these plants are all the same plants, but they're all different variations. So why doesn't that same logic apply to human beings? Like, I don't think all these three plants, all these three allocations I showed you, not one is better than each other. They all have unique characteristics that make them special, but not one is more superior to the other. So why are we as human beings having to deal with the fact that some people think that they are better than other people because the color of their skin is different? Like, it genuinely doesn't make, it's baffling. And that's why I think that all white supremacists are stupid, because it doesn't make any sense. We're all children of Earth, and I feel like the Earth did not put us on this planet. The Earth did not give us thumbs with this intelligence to think about our own thoughts to destroy it. Like, you don't need to have a deep like understanding or a degree in biology or just the environment, anything that relates to understanding how nature works. You don't need to have a degree with it, because I feel like it's just common understanding to understand and see how nature works. As a species, we have such good pattern recognition that we can understand how the planet works without needing to have to fully study it. Going into study it is even going a further step to fully understand how it works. So it's like we should be taking care of the planet, not killing it. And it's just so baffling. There's just so many problems. And curse the white man, bruh. But I digress. You know, but that's my little rant for today. That's literally what I want to talk about. I will be constantly going over this book. This channel is also a way for me to lock the fuck in and start reading this. I got it. I started and then I stopped because school kicked me in the ass and I didn't have enough time to do it. But I do want to get back on that shit. And I also would want to be going over my bonsai tree journey. I have like a shit ton of bonsai seeds. So I will be planting and going over that as well. But most importantly, I've been going over the artist way. And then I'm just gonna be yapping like this about topics like this, random shit. Um and before I end it off, my artist for today is Smino. If you don't know who Smino is, you should go check him out. He's fucking amazing. Um, recommend his Maybe Nirvana album because it's the most recent one. Love all his albums actually. Love that shit. But um, but yeah, that's it for the pilot episode. I'm just gonna be yapping, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye.